And so in my field of journalism, when I'm writing for a newspaper, I look for the clarity of thought. I look at information, the veracity of it, the accuracy of it, whether that information can stand up to scrutiny, whether that information is in violation of a person's sanctity, that person's rights, duties, and responsibilities. And so my duty as a journalist in that capacity is to fulfill what is called the book, and that is the principle of objectivity, fairness, and reasonableness. Because you can be fair but not reasonable, and you can be reasonable and not fair. Okay? So how do we navigate the issues of social media and its interference in journalism, so to speak? How do I counter that? How do I deal with that for the common good? Well, I stick to the line of objectivity. I focus on the balance between fair and unfairness, the balance between good and bad, the balance between good and evil, which are two opposites of the coin. But I strive for the ideal of maintaining a balance between what is right and what is wrong. And we know right and wrong can be relative, isn't it? Because of how we see ourselves. If journalism is to advance the common good, however, the journalist, the reporter, the person who's responsible for reportorial work, as we call it, should first be knowledgeable of his or her subject matter. So if you're writing about the environment, you must have a passion for it. You must love it. You must understand drainage and irrigation, tissue culture, crop rotation, agricultural extension offices, etc. And you must understand a bit of agronomy, the science of the soil. These are some of the intricacies most journalists sometimes pretend to have and don't. They are searching for the truth, but they're also searching for the commercial imperative. The speed of light that news is actually produced sometimes creates a fissure or a problem. And so as a responsible journalist, I believe that the common good can be served if you report issues objectively, fairly, and sincerely. And after a while, the audience or the listener, if you're on television that is, would understand where you're coming from. Because truth, while in law, truth is relative, truth is the most important cardinal principle of life. When we speak to our spouses, we have to speak the truth. They would know when we are lying, through our eyes and through our hearts. So speak the truth and speak it ever, cost it what it will. He who hides the wrong thing hides the wrong things still. Professional writing. What is professional writing? Is professional writing limited to people within academia, scholars, intellectual repositories and depositories, archivists, librarians, even technologists, social media practitioners? They're all part and parcel of the professionalization of writing. What is the impact of social media on professional writing today? How do you guys as professors, scholars, and academics deal with the institutions you have when social media is creating an incursion in your work? I speak to students on a daily basis, and sometimes they ask me, they said, "Sir, but how is it that you are AI? You don't have to use AI. You're already an AI. I said, well, AI is nothing new. It was there in the 50s. It's a combination of science and engineering. It's nothing new. All man has done is twisted something. I said, but AI is there. You have to combine literariness with digital technology or digital literariness.